Greetings, YouTube. Welcome to episode 197 of the 4,000 Question Challenge. Alrighty. What happened to your first love? Well, the first love, her name was Janet, and best of my knowledge, she is still married to the person she became involved with after me, and has children. I don't know how many. I did once look her up on Facebook, but I never contacted her because she's had ample time to contact me and she never did. So that means she's not interested. So I'm not going to bug the woman. But apparently she's into farming now, which is cool. Have you ever broken date to go on a date with someone else? To the best of my knowledge, I never set up two dates at the same time like that. Like I said, I never really did the dating thing, so that would be a no. Define the perfect marriage. There is no such thing as the perfect marriage. There just isn't. Every marriage has its problems. Every marriage does. The best marriages solve them. Describe the perfect divorce. You decide to get divorced. The next day you go and file the paperwork, and 2 days later you're separated. That's the perfect divorce. It took me a year to get divorced from my ex. It was not a perfect divorce. Yeah, no. What two qualities are most important in a marriage partner? Two qualities most important in a marriage partner. I guess vulnerability and openness. They're different. They're different. Vulnerability and openness in my book are different. So yeah, maybe those two qualities. What is something someone said or did that you found extremely attractive? Well, the first time I ever heard my wife speak, and it was we're saying a poem she'd written, I fell for her. So I guess poetry would be one of the things that did it for me. But she has expressed her honesty and her commitment to me emotionally, in both verbal and nonverbal ways. So yeah, that kind of did it too. How do you talk about the person in your life when you are not with them? I talk about my wife all the time. All the time, to people, all the time. And after 15 years of marriage and almost, well, more than by the time you see this video, and 20 plus years of, being involved with each other, there's a lot of topics to cover. So, but I talk about my wife all the time to anyone that'll listen. Complete strangers, frequently. What do you think about arranged marriages? They are horrible. They are a deeply twisted and warped artifact of social conservatism and patriarchy. And we could do away with them in a heartbeat, and the world would be a better place. Stop that. She's playing with things on the desk. Yeah, social conservatism is disease, and we'd be better off without it. Would you live with someone before marriage? Yes and yes. I did, and I would again. I mean, I'm probably not going to ever be remarried, but the point is that, yeah, I think you should live with somebody before you marry them. So you get to know their little foibles. You may discover that those foibles get in the way of other things. And lastly, is marriage an outdated institution? I do not think so, because I am happily married. I do not think that it is an outdated institution. But that's just me. I know that there are people who are completely against it, and I respect their opinion, but I am not one of them. So, Mander and I would like to thank you for being here for episode 197 of the 4,000 Question Challenge, and we hope that you will be here again for episode 198.